Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a calm, slow, resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow any feelings of worry, stress, or tension to feel like it's being released, unlocked. To feel that as you breathe out, those feelings of tension is just melting away and leaving your body in that outward breath. So as you breathe in and breathe out, feel how good it feels to start to relax. I want you to use the power of your imagination to think of that old story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. I want you to imagine a garden with every conceivable fruit and vegetable that exists. Perhaps you can imagine your most favorite fruits. See them ripe, succulent, delicious, and imagine you being in that same garden. The fruit trees, bushes. I want you to get a sense that you could never go hungry in this garden. See the brightness of the colors. And get a sense that the ripe fruit has a smell that's tantalizing. And imagine how much joy you would get from just slowly, mindfully eating those delicious natural foods. And I want you to imagine you can eat anything in this garden. So imagine being in a garden that has infinite choices, unlimited abundance, and notice there is no desire to binge, to overeat, because whenever you need food or want food, there's always food around you. I want you to get a sense that the lack of rules means there is no desire to binge or overeat. There is no scarcity, and there is nothing that isn't allowed. And then imagine that one day a rule is set. There is one piece of fruit now in this endless garden that you are not allowed to eat. Somehow, you can't stop thinking about the one thing you're not allowed to eat. That somehow it's simply being there as your inner dialogue, asking questions like, what would happen if I ate it? I wonder what it would taste like. Why am I not allowed to eat that particular fruit? So even though there is infinite abundance, amazing choice, the fact that there is a rule attached to this one fruit now makes it perhaps the most desirable fruit in the garden. And I wonder, what are the forbidden fruits in your life? What are the foods you've eaten or think about eating, not because you enjoy them, not because you even want them, but simply because you're not allowed them. And if your unconscious mind accepts that somehow there is a counter-intuitive way of thinking when it comes to rules and what is not allowed, let me know by nodding your head. I want you to imagine staring at that forbidden fruit. And instead of thinking, I'm not allowed it, imagine thinking, I can eat that if I want. I just don't want it. And notice how all that desire and tension starts to disappear. And I wonder how many foods in your life, by taking away the rules and saying, I can eat it if I want, but do I even really want it? Could enable you to be free of cravings and compulsions and to create choice again. I want you to imagine in that paradise garden, not far from that forbidden fruit, is a sun lounger. I want you to imagine positioning it under sunlight, occasionally looking at that forbidden fruit, just deciding that you don't want it anyway, knowing that it's a trap, knowing that it is stated to be forbidden to make it more tempting. Forewarned is forearmed, so you can just decide that, like a mouse looking at the cheese in a trap, you're not that stupid. You're not willing to play those games. So instead, smile as you look at that forbidden fruit and rest on that sun lounger as I count down from 10 to 1. With each descending number, you will feel 10% deeper and deeper relaxed. 10, eyelids feeling heavier and heavier. 9, just releasing any tension in the jaw, around the mouth. That's it, just release any and all muscles around the mouth. 8, as you breathe in and breathe out, release any tension in your nose, around your throat, all the way down into your chest and your lungs, all the way down to your diaphragm, meaning you can breathe in and breathe out, feeling the wonderful feeling of sun on your skin, going deeper and deeper relaxed. That's it. 7 goes into 6, and just release any tension in your neck and your shoulders. And then 5, as your arms feel limp, loose and heavy, enabling you to feel deeper and deeper relaxed. 4, just allow a feeling of relaxation to go inside now. Lungs, stomach, heart, all the way into your gut. All release any tension. Feeling deeper and deeper relaxed. Going down into your legs feeling limp, loose, heavy. 3 and then 2 as you have this desire to yawn. To feel that you're drifting off into a deep sleep. 2 and then 1, just imagine head feeling so heavy, so limp, so loose, so relaxed. Imagine what it would feel like to fall asleep on that sun lounger and yet be in the same garden, seeing your body fast asleep. Pick up your arm from your wrist and just feel how limp and loose that whole arm feels. Let it go, see it droop down. And I want you to imagine Nearby, in that garden, is a table. And the table is an uncompleted puzzle, maybe 1,000 pieces. And the conscious analytical part of your mind wants to solve the puzzle. All those pieces. And you get a sense that the puzzle has you in the puzzle, and that when you put all the pieces together, it will reveal something about yourself. So allow that logical, analytical part of your mind to start putting all the pieces together. It can't happen quickly, but that logical, analytical part of your mind that doesn't like incompleteness is desperately trying to solve this puzzle. So allow that logical, analytical part to do that. As a part that wants change, wanders through the garden until you find a serene lake. As you look out onto the lake, allow your mind to be awakened and open to powerful suggestions where change takes place. You're in a paradise garden within your own imagination. And when your unconscious mind is ready to think about things in new ways to create change, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. Looking at the surface of the water, seeing the reflection of the sun. And I want you to imagine the sensation of feeling lighter with each healthy choice you make. To visualize your body thanking you for choosing nourishing foods over temporary sweet or salty snacks. Imagine feeling the pride swell in your heart with every positive decision. As you look at the incredible trees around this lake, notice how empowering it feels to select fruits and vegetables as they bring lasting energy. Imagine the joy at looking back at your day, feeling satisfied with your choices, getting a growing sense that your choices will bring you more joy than the food itself. Acknowledge how the natural flavors of whole food just delight your taste buds. Experience the deep satisfaction that comes from honoring your body's needs. And celebrate the freedom of choosing health, and feel how good it feels to release any need for immediate gratification. You can let the desire for sugary snacks fade away as your body craves what truly nourishes. Embrace the thrill of discovering new, healthy flavors that also benefit your well-being. And maybe you can relish the feeling of control you have when making food choices that serve you later. Imagine there's a tree by the lake with your favorite fruit. See it bright, colorful, looking so appealing and desirable. Imagine biting into that fruit and feeling invigorated by the energy that good food choices bring you, as you appreciate how each healthy choice is a step towards your ideal self. And maybe you can rejoice in the ability to make choices that align with your long-term happiness. Perhaps being motivated by the reflection of your best self in the mirror. achieved through useful eating. There are no rights and wrongs, good and bad, just what is useful and what is unuseful. Maybe you can find pleasure in the process of cooking and preparing foods that fuel your goals. Allow yourself to feel gratified by the lasting benefits of a balanced meal. And maybe you learn that your body is happy with 2 healthy meals a day. So let go of guilt, knowing that every meal is an opportunity to choose usefulness. I want you to trust in your inner wisdom to guide you towards nutritious selections that feel good when you make them, but also feel good when you think about them later. Savor the empowerment that comes with consistent, beneficial food choices, and feel the weight of shame lift away as you focus on what's useful and beneficial for you. Picture a future version of you basking in the glow of good health, knowing that choosing is what led to that brighter future. And every now and then, you don't need to be perfect. Sometimes it's useful to just choose indulgence. It's useful to choose indulgence every now and then. But to choose indulgence every day no longer becomes useful. So generally speaking, you welcome cravings for food that leave you feeling fulfilled, both physically and mentally, as you delight in the newfound energy and vitality that comes from these positive choices. I want you to imagine throwing a small stone in this serene lake. As it hits the surface, see the ripples ripple out from the point of impact to every part of this lake. I want you to imagine that healthy choices will have a ripple effect on your life way beyond the moment. Maybe they'll improve your confidence and self-esteem. Maybe your relationships. Maybe beliefs and values. And maybe even ripple into your future as you discover that you can enjoy the journey of redefining pleasure, finding it in abundance with each useful choice. If your unconscious mind is ready to make choices that are useful and beneficial, and to let go of the forbidden fruits in your life, taking away shame and guilt and replacing it with insight and informed, empowering decision-making, let me know by nodding your head. I want you to imagine walking away from that serene lake until you return to a part of the garden where you see the logical, analytical version of you nearly completing a puzzle. Step into that version of you and realize that the puzzle reveals a picture of you enjoying the journey irrespective of the destination. I want you to imagine leaving that puzzle and climbing into a sleeping version of you on a sun lounger, not far away from a forbidden fruit. Connect with the idea that the fruit was never forbidden. It was just unuseful. And as you prioritize what's useful in your life, you realize that pleasure comes from those things that improve your life, which now means that pleasure is infinite. You are in complete control of just how much pleasure you get to enjoy. And if your unconscious mind is awakened to find pleasure in progress, to find empowerment in useful choices, let me know by nodding your head. Which is why it's now time to return away from this garden back to reality, knowing that the garden is just a playground for your imagination to make profound positive changes. Just thoughts within thoughts, ideas within ideas, dreams within dreams. As you return to the present, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, feeling completely connected with the present, but taking all the changes and insights with you as you feel optimistic about your future direction, starting to count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.